Hey guys, from Osmond here for our next FNAF roulette. This time it's 7 games. First up is Roulette Chapter 2. Hey guys, first game of today is Jolly Chapter 3. Before we play, I'm just going to delete some games to make space.
I am not fully satisfied with your findings, investigator. I will not let your inevitability to fulfill your job jeopardize my case. My valuable time and resources will not be wasted on your bonding time with your best friend. If you continue to waste our resources on finding invaluable items, I'm afraid we'll have to terminate you. You have been assigned with a whole new task, because you did horrible with your last one. And this is to gather data from the servers of the facility. There's no way you can fail on this one. Find out what you can. I'm counting on you.
Okay, we're here. Welcome to the Jolly Entertainment Underground Facility. Not sure why they even bothered making an underground facility. Must be hiding something. God, the signal in here is awful. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting a reading from a possible animatronic in there. Here, I'll put it on your map. You can use your phone's night vision and your camera's flash to look around the place.
She cannot see what we're supposed to do in that game. Me neither, Fleeg. Next is Fast Descent. Hey guys, Russell's here with our next game of the day. Yeah, we have the warning.
New guy, welcome to your first night on the job. Glad to have you aboard. I'll be guiding you through your first week here at Fazbear Entertainment. Or what's left of it, anyway. So, here's the deal. We're in the middle of some transitional times. This location is temporary since we're preparing for a full-scale move to a newer, shinier place. But as you've probably noticed, things have dated here. Our budget got hit pretty hard. The company's been through a lot. Lawsuits, bad press. Anyway, we're working with what we've got. And that's where the animatronics come in. So, onto our stars. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. These guys have been around since way back. Real classics. Management figured white waste good tech, right? So, we patched them up enough to keep them running. Mostly. They're a little glitchy, but what can you do, right? Now, officially, these animatronics are just here to, well, preserve Fazbear history. The company wanted a vintage throwback vibe, you know, but between you and me, it's really because we can't afford any new ones just yet. I mean, have you seen the prices of state-of-the-art brand new animatronics? But here's the important bit. These guys still have their free roaming functions at night. You know, part of their programming to keep the systems from locking up. Totally normal. They'll move around and explore
Yeah,
the
not
area,
exactly
so
totally normal.
no big deal, but if they come close, just close the door before they get in. I don't know. You might have noticed a huge vent in your office. Yeah, Chica likes to go in there for some reason. If she does and hops out into your office, just freeze. Don't move a muscle. Simple. There is also a hallway, which unfortunately doesn't have a door. Only Freddy likes to go through there, so if he does, you'll have a flashing device on the right side of the door. Pull it and it will force a reset. If he comes closer, flash him again. Super important though. Do not, under any circumstance, pull the lever if he's right by the office. Just keep track of his whereabouts so he doesn't surprise you. So, not too bad. Part of the mentioned budget restrictions is power. However, anything that you think takes power, does. You really don't want the building to go dark. Anyway, that's all for now. Remember, this is all a part of the experience. Embracing the history, even if it's a little rough around the edges. You'll do fine. Check those cameras, conserve power, and try to stay calm. I'll check in again tomorrow.
Good idea. Spin. Next is... No, I'm not sure that. Besides, we uninstalled FNAF 1 a while ago to make space. Yeah, computers aren't big. Hey guys, Ross here with our next game of the evening, which is, I think, something to do with Fredbear's. Wait, Fredbear's Left or Right. Good thing you remembered, Fleagy. Indeed, Amy. Oh.
Welcome to the Fredbear's Family Diner rebranding concept for all chain locations. In this tape, you will be provided with the necessary information to complete the renovations of the show stage area. If you have any further questions about the replacement of the show, you can refer to page 104 of the employee manual. If you need an employee manual, refer to pages 206, 207, or 1093. First, you should test out the Fredbear and Bonnie show tapes before beginning the renovation process. Reviewing the tapes will ensure that the internal components of the characters will be able to be used in the renovation process. For further instructions on running the show tape, refer to page 65 of the employee manual. We will begin by removing cosmetics of the characters, starting with Fredbear. First is hat, tie, and microphone. Head, arms, and body piece. Next, Bonnie. First their head and tie, arms, and body piece. Now, you will begin to replace parts of the animatronics, starting once again with Fredbear. First, remove and replace Fredbear's mid to upper endoskeleton with a structurally improved set that was provided by the manufacturers.
What?
Set the Freddy Fazbear body piece where the Fredbear body piece once was. Place Freddy's arms on their respective sides. Place Freddy's head over the new endoskeleton head. And finally, correctly place his hat and bow tie. That's real great. Now, you will be replacing parts of Bonnie. First, remove and replace Bonnie's mid to upper endoskeleton with the structurally improved set that was provided by the manufacturers. Set the Bonnie piece where the original Bonnie piece once was. Place Bonnie's arms on the respective sides. Place Bonnie's head over the new endoskeleton head. Okay then. Now all that's left to do is to place the characters in their proper locations. Building updates and stage props will be covered in a future tape. Place Chica to Freddy's right. Remember, Fazbear Entertainment may request a certain arrangement if necessary. Installing Pirate's Cove will be covered in another tape. Congratulations, Phase 1 of the rebranding process is now complete.
Hello there. While you're on your way, I'll go over the plans beginning again, just so that we can do this quickly. Once you get there, go straight to the security room as you were assigned to do by the company. After watching over the cameras for a little bit, start shutting off the cameras and audio system, as displayed on the camera system itself. The animatronics in there act as security, so if any wander into your office, hide underneath the desk, since they shouldn't be able to detect you at that point. However, there is a prototype endoskeleton character somewhere in the facility, so make sure that you look out for it. It should be light sensitive, so make sure that you could direct a light at it upon seeing it. Alright, I'll go over the rest of the plans again once you've gotten far enough. Let's do this.
I think on that cue it's time to spin. Good idea. Still, that was pretty good. We managed to make a real good chunk of the night. Yeah. Next is... Oh, of course. Right, hey guys, Lazarus here. For the next game, which is an all-time favorite among us splits. One Night at Flumpty's. Yes, the same giant egg. Here we go. Night of Flumpty's.
Hiya, best friend. Wouldn't you know it, after all this time, you still haven't survived until 6 a.m. But if you ever do, I'll finally let you leave. Until then, friends, let's play.
This cave or something? Yeah. don't think I remember to warm up. Of course. Never mind, Fleek. Time to spin again. Let's do this. And we got... Finance of Fangs Pizza and Theater? I've heard of this. Neither have I, Bonbon, but we can certainly give it a try. Hey guys, the Rothmans here without... There you get the point. Just need to wait a bit. Yeah, Hootie, I know you're not that good at waiting. Don't say that, Bingo. Okay, maybe I may be a little impatient. That guy kind of resembles Adam in the Blue Bear, but purple. Not grief, he's almost resembles him totally, just the color, like you said.
Hey there. My name's Colin. I'll be here over the night shift to keep you company. Welcome to Fang's Pizza and Theater, our newest, most esteemed employee. We're absolutely thrilled to have you on board. You've taken on the night shift security role, which means it's your job to keep an eye on the establishment. And, of course, our newly upgraded Fang, Faye, Melody, and Nubs animatronics. They look better, move better, and supposedly act better than ever before. This upgrade was a huge investment for us, and we're incredibly proud of how far we've come, especially considering that the old models, well, let's just say they looked and smelled terrible. Those things were just falling apart. We're having them be sent off to be safely destroyed, so hopefully you won't have to worry about them anymore. Now that being said, we're kind of struggling to keep the doors open. Competition is brutal, and other places with the same gimmick as ours are making things really rough for us. We're barely scraping by, and every little bit of help counts. So believe me when I say we truly appreciate you being here. But either way, let's get back on track. Your main responsibility is to monitor the premises and watch for any unwelcome visitors, whether they're criminals, mischievous teens, or a mix of both. Now, let's go over the basics. Our animatronics are designed to move around at night to prevent mechanical lockups and system malfunctions, an essential part of their programming. So if you see them roaming, do not panic. That's exactly how they're meant to function. Now that being said, I want to assure you, you're in no real danger. Fang and Friends were created to bring joy and entertainment to our guests. Unless you got a fear of robots. I'm not a big fan of them myself. Motionless stare, robotic movement. Fang stared at me once. Oh man. It's purely coincidental, of course, but still. They haven't done anything aside from their usual singing and performing, but it gets unsettling sometimes. It just gives me the creeps. But hey, let's focus on what really matters. The company policy dictates that night guards are equipped with a laptop with a security program and a very powerful flashlight. And this isn't just any flashlight. If you hold down the button, it charges up and releases a blinding burst of light, strong enough to stun intruders. Oddly enough, it also causes the animatronics to glitch out and reset to their default stage positions. Just make sure to point it at them directly, and off they go. Yeah, we're not exactly sure why that happens. It's definitely not intentional, but hey, if it keeps those buckets of bolts from wanting to use security office, I really wouldn't question it. But just a heads up though, every time you use the flashlight, it drains the battery fast. So luckily, there's a shelf behind you that should have some spare batteries if you look hard enough. Oh, and one last thing. This place has a way of feeling different at night. You may hear noises, see shadows where there shouldn't be any, or get the distinct feeling that someone's watching you, even when you know you're alone. It's probably just the whole building settling, or your mind is playing tricks on you. We can only hope, right? But hey, if anything really weird happens, just do your best to stay calm. So far, nothing bad has ever happened here. Or as far as I know, at least. Anyway, that's all for now. Stay sharp and good luck. You're gonna need it.
think that's enough of that. Spin again. Yep. Hey there guys, Rothfuss here, and this time we're going to Sonic's. Because... well, this is Sonic Fangame. Fangame out here, based around Five Nights at Freddy's. Who would have known? I'll tell you who would have known, Bingo. Anyone. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, excuse you, Hootie. I'd expect that from Bingo, but not from you. Ha! Now, easy, you two, don't fight. Gimmy's right, we shouldn't fight with each other. Oh yeah, I like this. Alright, this should be easy. Since we're playing as Knuckles, we can easily punch those. Oh, just when I say it got easy. Oh well, time for the final game. Which is... Those Nights at Rachel's. Hey there guys, the Bastard here with the final game of the evening. Those Nights at Rachel's.
Hello and welcome to your new job at Doug's and Rachel's. We have the best animatronics and food available at the lowest prices. Straight up guaranteed. Since this is your first night at the job, we'll connect you to a live call with our colleague. He'll be your guide for the first night. Have fun. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hi!
we should. And yes, we did. See everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this FNAF roulette.